Bagpipes are so loud.
All right, Carl, take it away.
All right. Welcome back to Dice Addicts Anonymous. I am Carl, your story master for the evening. Joining me is Caleb Sulak, Blaine Keene, Kemper Jolly, and Andrew Riddle, playing the characters you see before you. Last we left off, which was a little bit ago, we skipped a week. But last we left off, we were in the catacombs of the capital city of Sterling. In the catacombs, they were being helped by Grishish, a local religious kinsman to Saul here, and he helped them get into the catacombs before quickly being pursued by men with dogs. Since last we left off, the characters have been running down the tunnels, and that is where we pick up this story. I will be playing Dante, who is not currently able to be with us this evening, for a short while. To begin, Dante stops. Looking around, he realizes there's no way out altogether. He looks at the party and goes, "Keo.
Yeah.
I need to do something. The only way for any of us to get out. But first, I need you to heal me."
I don't know about that.
It's the only way. If you don't heal me, none of us are leaving. They have dogs. I can hold them off long enough for you to get to somewhere that is safer. But if you don't heal me now, I can't hold them off.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for healing. Not 20 plus 4.
Oh my gosh.
Right. Roll 2d4 for me.
Okay. That's a 4. That's another 4.
Whew. Blaine, she don't even need any of your help, dog. Homegirl's on a roll. All right. You guys kind of hear this putrid smell come from the water at the bottom of the catacombs. And as Keo kind of transfers magical essence to Dante, he goes, "Oh, well, that is much better." And he goes, "All right, I'm only going to be able to hold them off for a little while." And he pulls out his knives and tosses them in the air and catches them. "So you better run quick."
You don't have to tell us twice. I go down the catacombs.
He turns the corner, faces towards the entrance, and as you guys run away, he gives you a thumbs up from the back. All right. All right, so you guys are running. I believe you all can see the map shared in. So you guys are currently. I need this enlarged. So you guys are currently at the large entrance. So which way are you guys heading? Are you heading?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Are you guys heading down the north passage? Are you heading down the straight passage towards the little entrance? Or are you running down the passage towards that chamber?
My vote is that we head towards exit 3, which is the one basically
Directly
straight
south.
down towards the bottom of the page.
I agree.
Okay.
So we go down south.
All right, sick. Okay, as you guys run down the tunnel, the splashing of puddles you hear behind you, and a couple clashes of metal. You guys run down the tunnel, and you quickly reach the first chamber. It's a oddly decorated chamber. It's got pillars on each side, and it's got a stone rectangular pillar in the middle with strange carvings. As you guys kind of pass through the chamber, do you guys stop to look at the pillar, or do you keep running?
So I think it's your call, since you probably would know what they are.
Yeah.
Can I quickly stop? Yeah, can we quickly stop to look at it to kind of get an idea and gauge the situation? Because if it's deemed important, then maybe. But right now, I just know that they're pillars.
You kind of look at it. It's written in a language you don't understand, so
I
it's not even any of the languages that are native to this land.
Okay, this is just nonsense, guys. Let's keep going.
All right. As you guys keep running through the chamber, you come to a fork, one going to the right and one going to the left.
We need to go to the left if we're going to the exit 3.
Station pulls out a coin and flips it.
All right. And it is tails.
All right, we go left, everybody.
All right.
Yeah.
You all run left. You quickly come to, after a couple minutes of running, you come to an intersection. Do you head straight or turn?
Going straight.
Yeah,
All
go
right.
straight.
Yeah.
You guys keep running straight. After maybe 10 minutes of running, there's a passage on your right, but it's very narrow, and so you just pass it by. After another 5 to 10 minutes of running, you get to the entrance. You look around the entrance, and it's this little tile that moves in the ceiling.
Okay.
I guess one of us needs a peek, see where it leads.
All right. You kind of peek up, Hazor, and you see that it's inside a structure of some sort, like a circular structure. It's like a big circular room above you.
What's up there, Hazor?
It looks like a big circular structure of some kind.
There's there is a singular window that you can see kind of above and to the left. And there are piles of rope on the floor.
Is Sterling, like, the cliffs are like to the ocean, right?
No, they are to land.
Okay.
You are fairly far inland.
Mm.
They're just built on this giant jutting rock.
Did it look like there were people up there? Hazor?
I don't think I saw any,
Okay.
but I
think
didn't
we'll
look very
just go.
hard.
Why don't we have...
I could look again, or somebody could look again.
Kyo's the most stealthy.
Okay. You want me to go up and take a peek?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Kyo, you slip into the room. Roll your stealth check.
That is a 19 plus 5.
Holy cow.
All right. You slip into the room quite easily. You kind of look around, and there's stairs on the opposite wall from where Hazor was looking that lead up. But this appears to be a bottom level of some kind to this structure. There's no doors. There's only a singular window that's barely big enough for someone to squeeze through. You kind of look and you feel Hazor might have some difficulty getting through.
I don't see any doors.
No doors, just stairs leading up and the singular window.
Okay, I go up the stairs quietly.
Okay. Kind of look up the stairs and look around, and there is one guy standing kind of leaning against a doorpost.
Like leaning like he's tired, or is he awake? Or...
He's snoring.
Oh, okay. Could I like nudge him over? Is he standing like in front of the
He's
door?
like, so like, if here's the door, he's like sleeping on this post. So like, if you try to open it, it's gonna wake him up.
Okay.
He might be lazy, but he's smart lazy.
Okay. Can I just say
go
I'm
back
dressed
I go back down into the entrance and relay this information.
Okay.
So, I mean, I could just like push him over.
Yeah.
Have you guys checked what's outside the window?
No.
I go back upstairs and check out what's outside.
Okay, so in the bottom room, just above the passageway, you look out the window and kind of look up. You're at the bottom level of what appears to be a tower, at the edge of town. You look to the right, and there is a gate with a reasonably sized ramp that is built out of stone, chiseled into the cliffside. However, directly below is a pitfall, maybe 200 meters. But just below, no, just above that, maybe 50 meters down, you. Oh, did I say meters? 200 feet. I'm sorry. That's huge. It's
That's way more
600-foot
survivable.
drop. Yeah, it's a 200-foot drop, about
Okay.
50 meters down, so 150 feet roughly. There is a ledge with a smaller pathway that you can see that's chiseled into the cliffside that leads to these briar marshes at the base of the cliff. Pay in mind, it is fairly late at night. I'd say probably maybe 1 or 2 in the morning.
So, Kyo, are we good to come up?
I mean, we're gonna have to. You're good to come up to the bottom floor. We're still gonna have to figure out how to get past the sleeping guy.
Okay. Yeah, I go up into out of the catacombs. Can I see how long this rope is that you said?
There's a lot of rope. Just bundles of the stuff.
Is the window narrow?
Yeah.
Somewhat. You would have to squeeze through it.
I'd have to suck in my beer gut.
Indeed, he would. Hazor would have great difficulty.
Station looks at Saul, looks at the rope, looks at Saul, looks toward the sleeping guy, looks toward Saul, looks
Pay in
toward
mind,
the
the
rope.
sleeping guy's on a separate floor.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
one
but
floor
like,
above you. Yeah.
but like, looks toward the stairs, looks back at Saul, looks at the rope. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Saul?
I think it would be an interesting idea, but I don't know if we want to go up the tower even more.
Saul, you know I want to tie that guy up.
I know. That's my first thought whenever I see people is, can I tie them up? But you have to exhibit some self-control in some of this, because if we just go up the tower, it's making our lives harder. Gosh. If
Do you think Hazor can fit out that window?
I think if we pushed him,
I think we should tie this guy up.
but what would we get out of it?
Info.
Okay.
Hog tie him. Force him to
Put an
tell
apple in
us
his
the
mouth?
best way out of town.
Keo, how can you heal Hazor?
Oh shoot, yeah, that might be a good idea to do that.
There's no
Yeah,
way Hazor's getting through that window when he's half dead.
Okay, is there like organic, like any vines or anything around me?
Unfortunately, not.
Hmm.
Okay.
Maybe the rope was once a plant fiber, and you could
A jute
extract
fiber
some
rope.
out.
Again, I will refer to my message in the chat.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And I also had an idea. So,
Throw Hazor in the bag.
yeah.
We'll do no
Shrink him.
such thing.
Shrink ray him.
Hazor, are you okay with being in the bag?
With the berries.
If I must.
Just
Okay.
as a suggestion, you might want to put some rope in the bag so Hazor has
Okay.
something to hold onto so he doesn't
Yeah.
drown in berries later.
Okay. I
Well, but
Open
we're
up
gonna
the
use all
bag.
this rope for tying up this guy, so I don't know if we can use it to help you, Hazor.
Is there just one rope?
Station, we gotta focus now.
It's
We
just
gotta
one
focus.
very long rope.
I have 50 feet of rope in my bag. We can use that.
Not
Okay.
enough to get down.
Well, we'll use the rope that I have in the room for that.
Yeah.
So you're gonna use your rope to tie the guy up.
No, we're not gonna
Wait,
tie the
what?
guy up.
He's gonna use his
We're not
rope
gonna
to
tie the
stay
guy
in the
up.
bag to get
I
himself
see.
out of the bag, and we're gonna use the long amounts of rope to throw it off the edge and go into
Yeah.
the 150 foot down small pathway that goes to the marsh.
Okay.
Okay.
I hold the bag open.
I reluctantly climb in.
I'm sorry about this.
Kind of toss your rope out so someone can hold on to
Hey,
it.
throw me a berry real quick, Hazor. I'm hungry.
Toss one out the bag.
Catches it with Satan's mouth. Mmm.
Okay. I'm gonna close it and then like hold it sort of so that the rope is still sticking out. Okay.
All right, so let's secure this rope.
You guys kind of.
We gotta go, and we gotta do it a little quieter. We've been yelling this whole time.
Get in the bag. Okay. So we have Hazor's rope, the 50 feet of rope. Right. Or no. Which rope do we have?
The
We have
rope.
the
We have the long rope.
Okay.
So,
So
we need
I
to secure it.
toss the long rope out the window.
Is there
Sorry.
anything? Is there anything to anchor it on before you do that? Before you just throw the whole thing?
I didn't throw
You
the whole
guys-
thing. I said
You
I
guys
threw
hear
one in.
footsteps.
Okay, you guys,
This guy is in for a surprise.
you two, work on this rope. I'll see what I can do about this guy.
This place is dark, right? Like, there's nothing.
I mean, it's dimly lit, but there's still some light in it. It's not like they left it dungeony dusk.
Right. Okay.
This is part of their fortification.
Yeah.
Is there anything we could tie the rope onto? Like anything solid?
Ah, good question. I mean, there are several places in the room you could tie it to one of the rods. You could try and tie it to the stairs.
I think Sation and Saul
Okay.
just had an idea.
I have an idea.
Is this the same idea Sation's having?
Guys, we knock the guard out, tie him up, use him as the anchor, and then he's the
Yeah,
anchor. We use
yeah.
the rope.
So,
He's
first of all,
and if we tie it lengthwise,
He's probably like 160, man. What do you think? He's gonna hold me? Well, no.
just
I'm in the bag.
slight problem with that.
okay, all right.
Who remains rigid when knocked out?
No,
Yeah.
no, no,
No, they would get
Instead of
caught
narrow
in the. They get caught in the
Yeah,
window
narrow
and be an anchor.
Oh.
That's what he's saying. Saul, I'm
I mean,
so
you
glad
can-
we had
We're
the same
We're
idea.
like making our bodies narrow and getting it as, you know, narrow as possible. If
I
we
mean-
tie
Yeah, if we tie it around him, he'll be flat against the wall, not being able to get out the window.
Assuming he doesn't just fold under the amount of weight that's being
That's
exerted on him.
true. That's
But-
true.
I also might add, Mister, I'm trying to be a cleric, that might be a somewhat evil act,
that's
Di-
that's true.
especially considering he's just a guard doing his job.
He's not a bad dude. He's not a bad dude.
Okay. Are there any like going back to my question? Is there anything that we could, or do I have to roll? I shouldn't have to roll
For
to
what?
look around to like see if there's anything we could tie him to.
Well, there's the stairs, and
Just a
'cause
big
they're
empty
wood,
room with a
it's
rope on
fairly
the floor.
empty. You could tie it to the stairs. That's about it.
How long is this rope? Like you just said, it's really long. Like it would
Oh
get you.
yeah, it's like
So-
200 feet. Yeah,
Okay.
you could
Okay.
get to the real bottom, but
Okay, well he's coming down the stairs.
Sation's posted up, facing the stairs, waiting for him to be in sight.
okay.
Sation's ready to roll initiative, is what I'm basically trying to say.
The guard kind of just keeps pacing around, and he goes, "Anyone down there? Hello?" Kind of looks around, and you hear a footstep, and then clattering of a pebble walking down, falling down the stairs, and you
Oh, he's coming.
see this rock fall down. He goes,
Can Sation roll to imitate the sound of a mouse, like mice scattering?
"You can certainly try,
All right.
but pay in mind you're going to be at a minus because that is tracking, or that is a hunting skill.
Sure, yeah, I do not have any
And
of
so
that.
you'll be
I
at
say-
-4.
Say
Sure,
she
yeah,
goes
that's
to try to
fine.
make that sound, and I just
Just one
hand
guy.
it over his mouth.
Just one guy. Yeah. You put your hand over my mouth? Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna do it. Too quiet to hear after the stairs.
We'll see. Usually the dice determine that. All right. If one of you could roll a d20 for me,
Do you
Fingers
want
on it.
what?
just a d20.
She's
Okay.
been on top of things, so I'll let her roll.
That's a 15.
Okay, okay.
Okay. He kind of dismisses it and goes back to his post, and you hear.
Nice, nice. So,
Let's just tie it to the stairs. Who was the biggest ropes and knots bonus? I have a +2.
I don't have any of that.
I don't have any of that, so I say,
Oh, shoot.
yeah, I say
Ugh.
we can here. How about this? We just do it like it's like the river problem, where you tie it to the stairs, but also after you tie it, we let's see. Yeah, so we let the biggest guy go down first with us two of the littler people supporting the rope,
Mm-hmm.
and then work our way down like that, where the lightest person is
Goes
on,
last without
is
support.
on the wood.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the lightest would be me, so then Station would go first.
Okay. Should I
let me
take
roll
Hazor? Should I take Hazor with me?
You should.
Yeah, Hazor has
Yeah,
a limited
sure.
amount of oxygen
Okay.
in that bag.
Yeah, pay in
Okay.
mind, Hazor's gonna run out of oxygen in a couple minutes here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So to tie it.
And it doesn't even we don't have to tie it just yet.
Now that I have the bag of Hazor, I'm gonna open it so he can breathe for a while because we're not quite ready to go yet.
So you see a light come from
Hey, buddy, how you
between the
doing?
berries.
Gasping.
Hey, sorry. So we got there was a mouse problem we had to deal with. You know, a little behind
Hazor
schedule.
does not
Hazor.
appear pleased.
I suppose
Okay.
it doesn't matter when you tie the knot. Actually,
I would suggest tying the knot first, actually.
yeah.
Okay, well I got it's an 11 plus 2, a 13.
You tie it, and you think you do a real good job.
Oh, shit. Hey,
For a 13.
Kyo, is that gonna hold? Is that not gonna hold? It looks
Do you
like
have the ropes and knots feature?
Yeah,
Kyo?
that's a
Okay.
13. That's an 11 plus 2, a 13.
Okay, solid. I just wanted to know that you had ropes and knots in one of
Yeah.
your skills.
Make sure you slap it and say that's not going anywhere.
Uh, you shut your pie hole, Hazor. Shuts the bag.
This baby's not going anywhere.
Can I roll just to like inspect the knot myself?
You have ropes and knots yourself?
No. But can
Then
I?
how would you know?
I just wanna
I mean,
see
you
if
can
it
look
looks
at
sturdy. Does it look
you can
sturdy?
look at it.
Station just
Ti-
wants to say, "Yep, this isn't going
I
anywhere."
rolled
as
a
well.
7.
Station thinks that this is the best knot he's seen yet.
It's a nice knot. Good job, Kyo. Good knot.
Thank you.
All right, let's
All
get
right,
going.
well,
Let's get going.
yeah.
All right, I'm
Station,
first.
Go ahead.
All
Yeah,
right, you
Station
guys.
has bag of Hazor.
You
We
guys.
both grab the rope.
All right. How big is the bag? Is it like small again?
Yeah.
It's about that big.
All right, it's just the size of the dice bag, yeah.
Mhm.
All right, I secure the bag and I squeeze through the window. Legs first, so backwards, holding onto the rope.
Okay.
Do you need me to roll for
Right.
going down the wall?
Yeah. So I need you to roll 5 strength checks for me, please.
Okay.
Don't forget you have Providence points.
I don't think I'll need it for this.
Or do you have to declare that beforehand?
No.
It's probably like a
Mm.
luck point where you can, after the fact, be like, I need this.
Okay, cool.
You said 5? 5?
Yes.
Okay. So we got, let me just...
And technically for Providence points, you do have to announce that you're using it on the roll beforehand, but it just makes it an automatic success.
Got you.
I see.
I'm not using my Providence point. I might use a luck point, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my 1 luck point I have.
Okay. What are your 5 rolls?
Let me re-roll the luck thing first. Or can I re-roll all of them with a luck point? Or just one?
Just one.
Okay. Okay, it was worth it. I rolled an 11, a 12, a 17, a 6, and a 13. So, not Station's best day so far.
Okay. Could you repeat those, please?
Repeat. Oh, 11, 12,
Okay.
17,
Okay.
13,
Okay.
and 6. Yeah. With a +4 added to all of that. So, like, I rolled a 2 on that 6.
Okay. So, and you're just holding on to the rope, right?
I'm just getting through the
Yeah.
window, holding onto the rope, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so you're climbing with rope. Okay. So would anybody like to lend Sation a couple luck points?
I used everyone's luck points last
Yeah.
session.
I have
I
a
have-
luck
Okay.
I have one I can spare.
Here,
Okay.
hey, we're in this together, Hazor. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Although
Wait.
the bag will
So
protect
is
me
it
for life.
closed? Like, would 1 luck point be sufficient? Or
1 luck point will be sufficient for 1
hold
check.
on. Can I talk to Hazor during this action,
Uh,
or am I still squeezing through and I can't reach him?
still squeezing through. These are all
Okay.
the checks for you climbing down.
Oh,
So-
okay, got you.
The first check, the 11 will be you squeezing out and climbing the first 30 feet,
Okay,
and
Gotcha.
every check is 30
Gotcha,
feet
gotcha.
after that.
so I made it
there's
through the
only one
window.
threshold?
I made it through
Yep.
the window. Okay, so
Yes, correct. So if you use a luck point, so you feel your hand slipping within the first 30 feet, probably a little bit after. You feel your hand slipping.
okay. Hazor, I'm gonna use your luck point.
All right.
Nat 20, bitch. 24.
Okay,
What are you comparing that to? Do you have like an actual climb?
I do.
Nice.
I mean, I have a climb skill.
But like, why is Station adding +4 to it?
Because it's a
He has strength.
strength check. I
'Cause
have
it's a
that as
strength
as
check.
a skill.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just have a higher difficulty for non-climbers.
that makes sense.
So, yeah.
While he's climbing down, I'm like, so Kyo, what kind of knot did you just tie right then? Like, what kind of?
That's a anchor knot.
Ooh, sounds fancy. Very appropriate.
Okay.
sounding.
Very sophisticated.
Yeah.
So with that critical, I'm going to ignore the second check.
Oh,
You make it down 90 feet, and you feel you start slipping again. You have about 50 feet to go.
hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Station doesn't
I
have much
have
time to think about this.
I have a
You
luck
do not.
point, but I kind of want it for myself because I don't have as much strength as you.
Pay in mind a Providence point would have just handled this whole situation.
The whole situation just makes it work.
hmm
But that was I
Wow.
thought it would have been like 5 Providence points.
It's loosey goosey on the Providence points. It's up to my discretion.
Okay, I'll give you a luck point, Andrew.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Hopefully it's
so.
better than a freaking 2. 20 with a +4.
All right. You successfully climb down another 30 feet. About 20 feet above, you just straight up slip and you fall.
Ouch.
So how much health do you have, Andrew? Just as a
17
question.
Constitution.
Okay,
Shouldn't be
solid.
that
Then
bad.
I don't feel bad about this.
Okay.
Okay, that'll be 15.
They have to get down and save me.
You
I'm gonna
feel
have to
really
set up
sore.
I'm gonna have to set up
You
a
guys-
clinic after
You guys
this. Good
see
lord.
Hazor, or you see Station just climbing, then all of a sudden he just drops and lands on his back.
It was just in your hands.
Station lands on his back, all winded, out of breath, reaches for the bag, and lets Hazor out. Lets Hazor crawl out.
Hazor kind of falls out and some berries spill out with him.
Station, with his last breath of his conscious life, says, "Feed me one last berry. Please."
I delicately just give him a berry.
Thank you. And then Station passes out again.
Passes out?
I have 2 hit points, dude. I'm not doing anything. I'm let you guys save me before I do anything. Before I
Alright.
hurt myself again.
I turned to Kyo, I'm like, well, that sounded just great. All right, I'm just going to go next, and I'm going to use a Providence point.
Kyo, you also recommend that he kind of loop the rope so there's a harness there, and just stick a stick between the loop so it doesn't break.
What stick would we have?
You could also substitute a knife.
Okay. I'm assuming he has a
Sounds.
knife.
As long as it's scabbarded, you're fine.
Alright.
And I'm putting this where?
Dude.
Like in between my legs?
You're gonna drop it on my head. I'm gonna die.
No,
You're
no,
passed out, you can't
you're
see
essentially creating a harness for yourself to lower,
You're making a swing set seat for yourself.
pretty much.
Alright. Cool. So,
All right. You're using a
use-
providence point? All
yeah,
right.
let me adjust that. So +0 luck. Plus.
Okay. Saul has very little difficulty. Saul, you're not even sure how you get to the bottom. It kind of is just a blur, and you kind of dip down and you look around and go,
What happened to you, Sation?
He's passed out.
Oh, I poke him with my foot.
Sation's eyes barely open. He looks at Saul and says,
Good one.
it barely open.
he barely opens his eyes and he looks at Saul right in the eyes and says, "To hell with you," and then goes back to sleep.
He's barely there, man.
He is barely there. He's barely
Barely
hanging
hanging
on.
I tug on the rope.
He climbed
twice,
down that cliff with his bare hands.
And a rope.
No, he's in human form.
Yeah.
What were we saying?
Indeed.
I could not have held on to that rope if I wasn't. It's probably why I slipped.
I tug on the rope twice to like tell Keo that I'm good, and then
Okay. I do the same thing as Saul just did, but I use my staff as my whole
All right.
thing.
Sick.
Can I have nimbleness, so should I do
Do you
that?
have any climbing? Or
Well, climbing is included in nimbleness. So yeah, I have
do
climbing.
you well it's a feature of nimbleness. Did you take that feature?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well then yeah, you have lower numbers. So 5 checks, please.
Okay. Oh shoot. Okay. So that's a 20, a 20, a 15, a 14, and a 1.
Okay, a 20, a what?
2 20s, a 15, a 14, and a 1.
And a
It's
1?
also
But
in
you
a
have
1. It's also in the dice rolling channel.
Oh, I see. I didn't get a notification.
Wait, you're telling me you just
There we go.
critically failed on the same thing I failed on and took 15 hit points from?
Yeah, but it's her last roll, so she might end up taking similar damage to you.
Exactly. Can you handle that,
All right.
Keo?
Saul can
Don't
catch
fall
it,
on
yeah.
me, please.
Can I
I
ready
will
an
die.
action to, like,
I will
be
die
like-
if you fall on me.
Can I,
Does
like,
anyone have a
lay
luck
down-
point to lend her? Or are y'all out?
Paul does.
No, I don't have any luck points. I gave my last
Gave
one
it to
Oh, wait, you
Station.
did.
Yeah. Can I like?
Point, Scoob.
How much
All
damage
right.
do you think Keo falling on one of us would do? If it
Yeah,
softens
can I,
the
like-
blow?
Wait,
Just
does
lay down
Keo
with
does
my beer
Keo
gut
fall
out there.
because the rope breaks?
No, you just lose your.
Because then
Well,
you
I
can use
rolled
the
a
staff.
1.
Then you can use the staff to brace yourself.
No, I'm
when
not
you
going to
hit
use the
ground.
staff to brace myself. It's a sacred
Ooh,
item.
That's not good luck. Okay.
Uh-oh. I may have just made
Okay,
things
so-
worse.
Partway, I mean, about 30 feet above the ground, Keo has successfully made it through thus far, and you guys kind of look up, and you see the guy who is snoring looking at you from out the window. He looks at the rope, looks at you.
Shake
Keo, as you start rapidly climbing down, I'm gonna need you to roll 3 checks for me.
Do I get a bonus?
No, just raw check.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
That's a 16, an 18, another 16. The healer can't die, man.
Okay. About 10 feet above the ground, the rope snaps, and you.
That's what I'm saying.
So, Q, you're gonna take 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Sorry, it's 1d10 for every 10 feet of fall damage.
Okay.
He did a good roll.
Indeed.
Alright, well, I'm gonna have to heal myself first. Can I
Are
heal?
you
The,
Alright.
Oh!
Let's take a moment. Let's just take a moment. Is there like plants or anything around where I can heal myself?
There's some marshes about 60 feet away.
Okay.
Let's go to the marshes.
Pay in mind, that guard is no longer seen in the window, and he probably ran to tell someone.
Yeah, let's go to the marshes.
I help Sation up.
Hazor, carry me.
Sure.
Yeah, I
Hazor's
do my
just
best to
as good as-
carry. Yeah, I have 4 HP, man. Or
Oh,
wait,
they
how
didn't
many-
heal you?
How many hours has it been?
They haven't healed you
Can I-
yet?
Can I regen a little bit?
No, I haven't healed him.
Oh
There was
my
no
god.
plant material around.
Yeah.
Hazor, it's probably been like an hour and a half since you, or actually probably 2.5 hours since you got damaged.
Let's go.
Hazor got. For those of you watching and are confused that maybe the skills might seem weird or that Hazor all of a sudden has regenerative powers, we've updated systems because we're currently beta play testing a game made by yours truly. And so this is the 1.0 version, whereas before we were on the beta. So Hazor has regen powers. You're welcome, everyone.
And actual AC now.
And
That
an
is
actual, an actual defense number.
You know who
As
doesn't
opposed
have
to
regeneration?
one giant question mark in that box.
So
Station's gonna die.
how many do you? Okay, yeah. Let's heal me and then Station.
Okay. All right. Keo, roll.
That's a 17 for me.
Okay. Would you like to use any of your Arcana points to up your dice?
Um,
Because you can do that.
do I have Arcana points?
You should. I'm currently looking at your character, and you do indeed have magic affinity. Sorry, I called it Arcana.
Okay. Yeah, I want to use that.
Whew. You have. How many would you like to use? And would you like to use them to increase the size of the dice or the number of dice you're using?
The number of dice. So I'll use. So how does that work? So does like 6? If I use
If you're
half
trying
of
to
it?
heal, if you use 6 of them, then you would get 6 additional dice, but you don't necessarily regenerate those magic affinities automatically. So you got to use them sparingly.
Okay, I'll just take 2 points. So 2 extra dice.
Okay, so roll 3d4.
Okay. That's a 3, a 1, and another 3.
Okay, so 7 points back to your health.
Okay.
Some of the reeds kind of wither around you. All right, now for the others.
Okay, Station next. Dirty 20.
Please, more berries.
All right.
I kick Station again.
Roll
Being
roll
so
a d4 for him, unless you're using another point.
No, I'll just roll the d4. That's a 4.
Okay. Okay. 4 points back to you, Station.
Great.
He's just A-OK 4 points later.
All right,
Uh,
gang, let's get going.
Station sits up and he's like, ah. he looks at everyone. He's like, did none of you fall down?
It felt
Oh,
like
we
I was
fell.
floating on a cloud.
Hazor didn't even know what happened at all.
You guys,
Hazor, are you
off in the
still?
distance, you guys hear a ting 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 ting, and the gate at the top of the very tall ramp is slowly opening.
Well, this can't be good.
Let's go. Let's run.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Right. Pay in mind it is quite dark. So each of you will get advantage on stealth checks. Unless you don't have stealth as a skill, in which case you will just get one roll. So, as you guys are escaping, I need all of you to roll.
So you said if we don't have any
Also-
stealth skills, it's just a straight roll.
Just one,
Okay.
just a straight roll. And are you guys trying to run through the marsh?
The
I'm
marsh is gonna
assuming-
provide the most cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you guys are gonna move fairly slow. So everyone has a base movement of 30 feet. Running adds certain movement.
If I have running with speed and endurance each I only bought speed and
So-
endurance once each.
So speed means you're going to add 5 feet of movement. Endurance means that you can run longer.
Okay. Cool.
So you guys are going to move 15 feet slower than you ought to. So if you don't have running, then you're going to be moving at 15 feet. If you do have running and you have speed, then just
20.
add 5 to 15, however many times you purchase speed. If you have endurance, that means you can run longer than the rest of the party, but you're still probably going to be held up by the rest of them as you're running. So,
I'm also at 6 HP,
yeah. So you guys run through the marshes. What was everyone's stealth check?
8.
13.
7.
22.
Hazer and I are just
How much
dying
was
over
yours,
here.
Saul?
Do what?
How much was yours?
13. I was 11 plus 2. So.
Okay, and they're at disadvantage to find you. Okay. You guys actually, yeah. Okay, you guys are running, and some of them see Hazor and Station running through. They're fairly large dudes and somewhat easily spotted once the guards start looking for you. What's everyone's armor class?
12 for me.
18, 14, 18.
Okay. Blaine, what's yours?
12.
Okay. Kia,
13.
15?
13.
13. Okay. Thank you.
I'm
Okay.
nervous.
Arrows with fire on them get shot at you.
Boy.
They all miss you, but they hit the bog and kind of singe out as they hit the water. One of them hits Hazor, but it hits him on his armor. And it doesn't actually affect him. It just sticks into one of the chinks of his armor is just very bright
Ooh.
on his back.
Uh-oh.
Free arrow.
Ow, ow, ow,
Uh,
ow, ow.
All right. Everyone try and roll stealth again. Hazor, you're lit up, so give me a roll at disadvantage.
Oh man. I rolled
Oh.
an 18 and then a 4.
Hey, it's alright, Hazor. I rolled a 3.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
Oh my
I rolled
god.
a 3 plus 5.
We're
plus
never
2.
getting out of here.
Okay, as you guys run further into the marsh, they still see Hazor and Sation, so they let loose some more arrows, but only targeted at them.
Oh.
Okay. All right, they miss into the swamp.
Ooh.
Someone might want to grab the flaming arrow off of Hazor's back.
Yeah, I do that.
Okay.
And
I can't
toss
reach
it.
it.
Okay. Now everyone do a stealth check one more time for me.
I'm hoping I fail again, honestly. 6.
Not roll for shit.
3.
They somehow still see Hazor and Sation. I'm literally rolling at pentuple disadvantage, and I'm still
Really?
rolling better than you. Because the farther you get away, it's harder for them to see in the dark.
Oh, yeah.
But the lowest roll out of 5 dice was a 7.
Let's go.
Where are you getting
All
these
right.
dice? I haven't rolled
I'm
above.
switching d20s right now.
Listen, man, I don't know, but they fire more arrows at.
Come on, hit us. Hit us, hit us, hit us.
Okay, yeah, Station, you're actually gonna get hit.
Providence
You're dead.
Point.
All right.
So-
They miss.
No, actually.
Oh,
Station hears the whirring of these arrows going past him, and using his planology, his planar lore, Station turns.
that would be more of a bear instinct, G.
Well, I don't have bear instinct yet.
Well, true, but you could just say it was based off of.
Yeah,
your
based on
instinct.
his bear
It would
instincts.
make much more. Planology is this academic discipline.
Pulls out a pen and paper, starts writing as they
But his bear instincts kick in. He hears the whir of an arrow coming straight for him, and he quickly sidesteps and catches the arrow with his hand and throws it at the ground.
right.
Wow.
All right, you catch the arrow. It's very hot though, so you quickly drop it.
Yeah. And then Sation continues running
All right.
for dear life.
Roll one more stealth check.
The whole group?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, actually, only the people that have failed thus far. They have no
5.
idea where the rest of you are.
I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1.
I'm rolling 6 dice and taking the lowest, and I rolled a 4.
Let's go.
Hey, Station,
You're on
you
your own,
passed.
man.
All right. Well,
Sorry, Hazor passed. My bad.
Hazor, they have no idea where you went. Okay. But they miss you poorly. Roll one more stealth check for me, bud.
I actually want to pass this time. I did my cool cinematic moment. Please roll at 7 times
Please.
disadvantage. Please roll at 7 times disadvantage.
It is at 7 times disadvantage.
Please tell me you rolled lower than a 4.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Woo!
Oh my god. Give yourself some new dice, man.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, that was quite possibly the worst series of rolls I have ever seen.
I'm throwing this thing in the washing machine. It's dirty.
Oh my goodness. Okay. As you guys escape through the reeds, and slowly approach You guys run for a while, and at the end of the reeds, there's this open plain, and then a creek that runs by you. The creek seems to be flowing towards the city, but away from the mountains to the east or the west, but runs parallel to the mountains towards the south.
But it's flowing in the direction of the city.
Of the city, yes, it's flowing from the mountains in the west to the city.
Is it too wide to like?
Oh, it's
Do we
very
have to-
shallow.
Okay, cool.
You guys
Do we just
want to
run
cross
through
it
it?
going south?
Yeah. Yeah,
that
keep
an
going
option?
south.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You cross it, and running south, you run all night. You guys are gonna be exhausted, by the way. And at dead minimum disadvantage on your checks for the next day, unless you rest. So you guys get towards the foot of these mountains, to the south, maybe, I don't know, 3 hours south of the creek. And there's this rugged terrain. It doesn't look like anyone's lived here for like ever. Really jagged and rough hills everywhere.
Okay. Could we?
Could we?
Could we go east?
So if you went east, you would run fairly close to the city because the mountains kind of do a maneuver like this. So like the southern mountains you're at right now are like this, and here's Sterling. The mountains kind of curve up and then back down. So if you head east, you'll head towards Sterling first of all, because you're gonna have to curve with the mountains or attempt to cross them, which I also don't recommend.
Right.
So either you can try and cross the mountains, either east or south. You can head north past the city. You can try to head east and follow the mountain curve, which you'll have to go somewhat close to the city and hope they just don't recognize you. Which is possible because the guard probably didn't get a good look at you in the dark. Or you can go west.
Trying to find.
I think we
West?
should get as far from the city as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Like
'cause
I don't
west-
think running near the city is a good idea.
So like west would take us to the coastal plains, and then north would take us to like
Yes. So just for reference,
ish.
yeah, just for reference, you guys are here.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. I think we should go west.
Yeah, I'm good with west.
All right. Sick. Okay. Are you guys gonna rest before you travel?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good idea.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good plan. All right. You guys seek solace in the hills. Is anyone going to keep a watch, or are y'all just going to sleep?
Would anyone be like? We're all exhausted, right? I said I'll keep watch, I guess.
Okay.
But by keep watch, I'm really just gonna try and read the book that I got.
Okay. How long are you gonna try and read the book before you fall asleep?
However long we want to keep watch for. What, like probably
Okay.
at 3
Okay.
hours.
So
However
Saul,
long.
I'm gonna need you to roll 2 dice for me.
Okay.
2d20.
All right. They haven't been very good today, so we'll see. That's a nat 20 and an 8.
Okay. About an hour into your reading, you kind of nod off. But before then, you start reading, and the words that you kind of look into, you just keep reading. And it seems to start to come together a little bit. You start recognizing patterns in words. Like, you start recognizing the word for God repeatedly. And you start reading the words like commandment and forgiveness, things like that. But you can't read the whole passage in full context.
Hmm.
But the words just kind of, it's weird. It's almost like after talking with Grishish, the words almost move
Okay.
and they begin to make sense just a little more this time.
Can I like be taking notes about
Yeah,
the
you
words
can be
that?
taking notes.
All right, dope. So I'm like writing down the words that I'm fairly certain I know to try and translate this. Or yeah, and then I'm guessing I
Sweet.
just fall asleep.
Yep. You kind of fall asleep. Um, Pay in mind, have you been using a pen or a like chalk type thing to take notes?
uh, I think we had
We had
settled on
bought
like
that ink and
Yeah. Did you buy ink at the?
I believe so.
Okay, then you're good. I just wanted to check that you had bought that because otherwise you're gonna need to get that somewhat soon.
Hmm.
But you're good. Um, so you kind of fall asleep and you guys wake up later that day. But starting to get towards winter time, so the sun is already somewhat low on the horizon. It's maybe 3:30. It's like
Okay.
mid to late afternoon.
How many hit points do I regenerate overnight?
2.
Uh, that would be 1.
Okay.
Hazor gets 1 every hour, right?
yeah.
Okay,
Does that count when I'm sleeping?
correct. It
Man,
How
does
many hours
count
do I
when you're
sleep?
sleeping. I mean, considering you guys went to bed probably around dawn, which would have been like 7 or 8 in the morning.
A good 7 hours. Good 8 hours.
Yeah, it's like 7 or 8 hit points.
A healthy amount.
man, it's always fun being on the station train.
Hazer, are you good now for hit points?
Yeah, I'm 12. 12 out of 26, so pretty good.
Okay. I can
By
look
the
that
end
up
Alright.
of
right
the
now.
next day, he'll be full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So with that, you guys want to head west, right?
Yeah.
As you guys head west, the terrain gradually moves upward. Like it gets higher and higher, as if you're going onto like this elevated place. Near the top of these hills that you're climbing, still not as tall as the mountain peaks to your left. There's this dense wood that kind of shows up before you, and you see the creek again. It seems to have flowed south. kind of look around. The creek seems to make its way into the very dense forest. It doesn't appear that there's any way to get into the woods. Like they're really tight. Like maybe a couple feet between each tree.
Hmm. Okay.
I mean, that might be a good place for a Kyo to scout ahead. Well, actually, Station, are you still pretty in bad shape?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
at
I feel
7
like
hit points.
since she is close to the forest, I think she's gonna try and make another medicine check.
On station.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Roll.
Um, that is a 15 plus 4 and 19.
For some reason, that spell doesn't work.
Station moment.
Okay, yeah, I think she wants to check out these woods. I want to scout ahead.
Okay. You kind of walk into these woods, and you can't see very far. You have to climb between trees. It's very dark on the inside. Sort of creepy, actually. The farther in you are, the less sunlight you see. You see sunlight at the edge of the wood where your party waits, but you can only see little slits of light because the trees are so dang dense. As you get in, there's no light coming from above. And you just get in and you almost feel like there's something watching you. Many somethings, actually.
Can I roll to like alertness? Would that be?
Go right ahead.
Where did we put that? Okay. I don't
I feel
remember
like
where we put
uh I feel like whenever Saul is in like times of stress where it's like his friends are doing something that he finds very stressful,
Oh, it's
he
survival.
has like just pulled the book out and like maybe not reading it, just like holding it.
Just holding it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's another dirty 20.
Dang.
All right. You feel as if the things watching you are very close, but you can't see where they are. Matter of fact, you can't see anything. So as you kind of peer around, you kind of feel something brush your hand, and then your
I
ankle. Something slithers across your boots.
um I take out my dagger and kind of have it ready.
You hear,
I'm not here to hurt anyone, but I'm
You
also not gonna have
feel
my own.
you feel something slither along your heels. Now there's something slithering over your boots and your heels.
I'm not gonna have my own magic used against me. So just
Mm,
call off whatever it is. I just want to know what's going on.
Hmm. It sounds like wood creaking.
Talking trees? Not the weirdest thing that
Do
I have
we
seen.
do we hear or see any of this happening from outside
You
the wood?
guys, you don't see anything, but you definitely hear leaves rustling and the creaking of wood.
When it was like calm before
Mm-hmm.
this? Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
Saul, you think what do you think's going on? You think we should go in after?
Theo, you feel a push from inside the forest, pushing you back towards where you walked from. felt like a branch.
Okay. All right. All right. And then I like run out of there or try to
All right.
run.
You kind of run out, and after you run out, all of you kind of look, and vines kind of wreathe this almost fence-like structure between the trees.
Okay. Well, I don't know what that was, but whatever it is, it didn't like me in there. So I guess we're gonna have to go around.
I guess so. I suppose if we walk north, we can go through the Crownlands, and we should be able to go past Sterling City, or like go through Sterling Valley, and we wouldn't really have any problems.
Yeah.
Where are we going though? I mean, we're safe.
It's a great question.
We can just live a happy life away from all this fuss and everything, you know.
I mean, this looks like a pretty nice area, you know.
Except for the weird trees.
Eh, you know.
I would like to go somewhere to learn more. I, but I don't know where.
Seishin's going with the group because he is not having a good time, and he knows his only hope is one of you healing him before something else bad happens.
We passed the creek, right?
Well, you passed the creek, but it's currently to the north of you. It's like a little bit farther to the north. You guys tried to pass into the wood. It went into the wood, very dense. But it just kind of seeps through the tree trunks.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure there's vegetation near the creek that we can
Yeah.
satiate.
Is there like stuff on the bank or on like the side of the creek?
There are reeds.
Okay. I will use those and try and heal Station. Okay. It's a 15 plus 4. 19.
Okay. So what do you do when you're casting the spell?
Well, I kind of have one hand on the reed and then another on my staff. I have my
Okay.
staff like on like touching Station.
Okay. Do you say anything?
Yeah, I'm kind of mumbling stuff under my breath.
Station, you get 1 point of health back, and a little bit of a flower withers and kind of falls into the creek. But Q, you feel like something was going and then you got cut off.
Yeah, I don't like this. Something's screwing with my magic.
All right. Well, I'm down to go wherever. As long as we're away from the assassins and the city, I'm happy.
We're just concerned we haven't gotten paid for our original job, you know. I figure we got that done, right?
Did we get it done?
We gave them a letter.
We gave them a letter.
I guess we could just go up north.
Weren't we supposed to get compensation for delivering that metal to the dwarves?
Yeah, but we never returned.
Not yet.
Well,
I don't know if I want to go back
I
there.
don't want to go back there.
Why not?
They s-
I
We're
mean, they called me a witch and almost imprisoned you.
well, yeah,
So
but
I
now
don't think
we're cool with them because we did their job.
Well,
it's
yeah, but
makeshift
Garen said
servitude.
that like even the smallest errands turn into kind of a nasty spiral of
Right.
dependency on the brothers. I wouldn't really want to go back to that. I think we should just go north.
All right.
Do some sightseeing.
All right. So which direction are y'all heading?
North.
North.
like through Sterling Valley, kind of hugging, I guess, that outer.
The tree line.
Yeah.
All right. You guys walk north and keep walking. You pass over the creek and for a little ways, and as you're walking along the tree line, you cross this path heading into the woods. And there's this stone arch built at the entrance of the woods, and the trees grow in the shape of the arch, but they don't block the path.
Is this the same woods that I just ran out of, or is this different? Oh.
Same woods.
Can I inspect the stone arch? See if there's any. Like, is there anything on it, or is it just stone?
There is a very fancy calligraphic flowing words that are written across the top of the arch.
Would I be able to recognize if these were the same words as what were in the catacombs?
You
when I
can
passed
attempt.
by?
You have linguistics, right?
I believe so. Yeah, I have.
Then I'll give you an attempt.
Okay. +4 to language, or is it like specifically linguistics?
Linguistics is a feature of your language skill, right?
Ah, yes. I do not have that. I used to, but.
It's all got nerfed.
So no, I don't. I don't have linguistics.
Okay.
Would
You're not sure.
occultism? Would occultism like?
It might. You're not
Okay.
sure. What languages do you have, Saul, by the way?
I just have the common and Moorish language, and all of my points kind of went into just being able to read and write both of those.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, looking through everyone's languages to make sure that no one has
This
the
one.
thing. Yeah,
I
no
mean,
one
I
has
got
the
a
thing.
17 on my occultism check.
It is not an occult symbol. You know that for a fact.
Is it Orcish?
It is not an Orcish, Hazor. You're not entirely sure what it is. But to you, it reeks of Fae.
I know I just said to go north, and I know I was just chased out of the woods by some sort of vine monster. But I am intrigued.
Sation puts on his thinking cap, looks around for a little bit, and then reaches in to the berry pouch and using increased throw range for my strength. How much does that add to... How close are we to this arch?
I mean, you're right at the arch.
Oh, okay. Well, Station rolls one of the berries into the archway, like into the woods, to see if anything happens to it.
He uses his throwing bonus to roll it in between the.
Well, I thought we were further away.
Yeah.
It rolls in and completely unaffected.
You guys think it's safe to go in there?
Hazor, what do you think?
I say we destroy this and walk away.
Destroy the archway?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Any evidence of the Fae, I say, needs to be destroyed.
Wow.
I think maybe the problem earlier was that I wasn't on the path, but clearly there is a path. So, Kyo walks through the stone archway.
He was just fine on the other side.
I mean, you guys can do whatever you want. We're not working together now, so. I mean, we're working together, but we're not like. You know what I mean. Anyway.
Kyo, do you still have that magic scroll?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe some of the symbols on that scroll would match with what's on the archway? We should check.
I opened the scroll.
Do we just roll like
which scroll are you opening?
the magic one that came out of
wood.
the box?
Right. Gotta check my notes for that. It is not written
Nothing
in
nothing
the same
matches.
language.
Okay.
No.
Hey, Zora.
The language on the arch is very flowy. Like it seamlessly connects together in loops. The stuff on the scroll is a circle with various symbols on the inside.
Interesting.
I call out to Kyo just to like be safe. Yeah, just be safe. I'm gonna stay here with Hazor.
Okay. Station you want in?
Yeah, I want in. I'm
Okay.
interested.
All right. You guys walk down the path, and the path sort of curves a little bit to the south, and then it evens back out. Probably after an hour or two of walking, you guys pass this giant oak tree that reaches over the path. And like its roots should be over the path, but they dip down right beneath it. Do you stop to look at the tree, or do you keep walking?
I'm already looking at it.
Look at the tree. Yeah.
Okay. The tree is kind of craggly and knotted. And kind of get close to it and touch the bark, and the bark's really like solid, almost like stone.
I have the like charm from the box around my neck. And I like
Mhm.
take it off and like hold it up to the tree, and I'm like, "Hi, Mr. Tree. I know that was probably you, who didn't want me to go in the other way, but I got this. Does this mean anything?"
It's your VIP.
Or
badge.
Miss Tree. I didn't like either. Nothing. Okay. Worth a shot. Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Do you continue down the path, or do you turn back?
How long is the path from here?
You guys have been walking for a couple hours now. Hazor and Saul are probably twiddling their thumbs.
Well, I wanted to ask Hazor like while they're gone. So, Hazor, I mean, I know the Fae can kind of be like a nuisance at times, but I've never really hated them that much. What do you have like? Why do you have such a grudge?
Why do you think I'm here in this land and not with all the other orcs?
Sorry, can you say that again? You completely broke.
Why do you think I'm here in these lands and not with all the other orcs?
I just assumed because the work was better.
Mm. This life is nothing compared to how it was. The Fae took everything from me, and I intend to return the favor in due time.
Oh, he took everything from you? How do you intend on returning that favor?
I don't know yet, but I know that this looks like Fae trickery, and this forest is likely no good.
Well, I I have learned that most things of magical nature tend to be not so good, save for a few exceptions. But I I'd say I agree with you on this one.
Mm. If I could have my way, I'd burn this forest to the ground now.
I Yeah.
Blaine's looking to the trees like, hey man. Hey.
Uh-huh. Why don't we back up a little bit from before we slander the forest? Um, well, I hope you find what you're looking for. And then I just chill with him. That's all I really wanted to know.
All right.
Actually,
Kyo
yeah,
Station, would
I'll
you
read my
like to?
I'll read my book.
Oh,
Why not?
okay. Kyo Station, would
Come on,
you like to?
it's like
It's a
3 hours.
couple hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like to continue a little farther along the path, or?
Well, you said it was like afternoon when we woke up, right? I think we should go
Yeah, sun
back.
is setting
I think we should
currently.
go back because it's getting dark.
Okay. All right. As you guys start to turn back, you hear a crunch in the woods. And at that point, Andrew, if you could put us into intermission.
Oh.
Okay. All right, we're good.
All right. You guys hear a crunch in the woods, and then Ruth, roll a d20 for me.
Tad.
10. All right. This very small, very skinny looking, barely adolescent child kind of stumbles out, kind of looks at you, makes eye contact.
I look at Sation and like back at the child. I'm not trying to like.
Station looks at Kyo, looks at the child, looks at Kyo, looks at the rope
It's
that's
just
still
a-
hanging out of the bag.
It's just a really awkward moment.
For some reason, I feel like looking at a rope that was like.
Are these your woods?
Hello? Do you speak?
Uh-oh.
You.
Ruth, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Like at all.
You sure?
Now we can.
Oh, there we go.
No, we got
Now
it.
we can. Dude, there's
There we
something
go.
janked with your headphones.
There we go.
Got it.
Okay.
I don't know. We've tried like 3.
Okay. Did you hear what they said?
I did.
Ruth.
I did. I tried to answer, but it didn't work. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
Do you live
know
here?
why?
I mean, currently I do, but I didn't used to.
Uh-huh. Were you the one that was sicking the vines on me earlier?
I can't do magic. How would I be able to do that?
Well, how was I supposed to know you couldn't do magic?
I'm a 13-year-old little girl.
Fair enough. Okay, well, obviously there's something magic in these woods. Do you know what it is? Or what's going on?
No, but it's protecting me, so it's pretty nice, so.
Protecting you from what?
Who else would it protect me from?
Sorry, Ruth, we didn't hear the first half of your sentence.
No. Oh. I don't remember what I said. Oh.
Who are you being protected from?
Still nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does this young girl not know how to
Ruth.
listen? Theo?
She got a listening
No,
problem.
I'm deaf, obviously.
Oh.
Ruth, take the headphones out. I think it's something
The
weird with the
Wi-Fi's
wire.
breaking. Okay. I don't know how well that worked.
There we go.
Sounds good now.
Sounds so
Yeah.
much better. Okay.
But she
Cool.
can't hear, can she?
She can hear us.
No, she can hear.
Oh, okay.
You can hear us, right, Ruth?
Yeah, I just took them off. I don't know. It's been like.
I don't think she can hear us.
I don't think she can hear us.
Ruth,
I don't know the
can you
Wi-Fi's
hear
glitching,
us?
man.
Bear with us for a moment, folks. We'll be right
Yeah,
back.
use the
I don't know.
Bluetooth.
It's like loading. I can't.
We get to use it. Yeah. Yeah. We can hear you, but you can't hear us. Dude, we got to use the bear. It's so funny. Blaine did such a good job. Are we in the... We're in the scary Sandy dimension right now. She can just use Discord on her phone. Is that a 9 o'clock alarm? It's 9. It's not even 9 of. It's 9:04. Y'all gotta fix your clock. What are the woods protecting you from exactly?
The bad men. What else?
The bad men?
Yeah, the bad men. Why else? No, would I stay in a protected woods?
What do the bad men look like?
I don't know.
Who? Well, then, how do you know about the bad men?
Well, since my father disappeared, I'm assuming that's what the bad men are doing.
Interesting. So you're here all by yourself.
Yeah, my parents are gone. I have no parents.
Same.
I I can almost relate to that. Yeah.
So your dad just disappeared. Did the bad men take him?
You
But you haven't seen the bad men.
No.
Okay. And you just found these woods.
Well, this is where my father left me, so I just stayed put here.
Okay. Well, we're just passing through. We actually have two um we have two friends ish that are like out on the edge of the woods. If you want to come hang out with us, we'll protect you. And we're pretty, I mean, like, most of us are sort of nice. There's one guy that wasn't, but we left him behind, so.
Our party has just been so much better. Morale is a lot
The
higher.
vibe has improved. Yeah, so if you do want to come hang out with us, we're just gonna leave the protected woods now.
So you'll be my protection then?
Sure, if you want.
Well, I can't really protect myself. I'm a child.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you just come with us? We'll introduce you to our party and
Station Station pulls Kyo aside and whispers, Do you think this is a trap or something? You think like we're gonna get jumped if we take her out of these woods?
oh shoot.
You think
Is the
this is
tree
like
gonna jump us?
what if like she has a whole family and she's lying to us?
It's like a reality TV show. A bunch of cameras come out. Like, why were you trying to kidnap this child?
What would you
You
do?
were on. Okay, can I do like a check to see if I think she's lying? Would that be like an what is that?
Oh man.
I'm just
Oh
gonna
goodness,
alertness.
that would not be the right skill. I know that for a fact. Let me.
Oh, police training.
It would
Police
be under
training.
police training. Yeah. The official. It would be. Um, I don't have it listed right now, but if you have info gathering, then I'll accept it.
Okay, I got um a 15, 12 plus 3.
You feel that this child has no reason to lie to you, but it's also really freaking weird that a kid is just bid chillin' out in the middle of the woods.
I communicate this to Station. I mean,
Exactly like that. She says bid chillin' in a Scottish accent.
big um
She's bid chillin'.
look, however bad we might end up, I'd feel worse if we just left a poor child with no one to defend her. I mean, I don't think she's lying about her dad. I don't see why she would lie, so I think we should just take her in and if something
Station
happens, we can deal with it.
Station is squinting at Kyo as she says this, and looks down at his hand in like a claw shape, human form, or like he's like thinking about it, and then
Okay.
and then Station says to Kyo, "We could take her along for a while."
Okay. Yeah, we turn back to the small child.
The smaller
I'm
child.
like, yeah, we're just camped outside the woods. Feel free to come with us. My name's Kia. That's Station. Um, yeah, we're just gonna
Uh,
probably head north in a
Before
like tomorrow.
before we head out, what's your name, young one?
My name is Kevlin.
Nice to meet
Kevlin.
you.
Well, Kevlin, before we go out or before we leave the woods, do you like animals? Are there animals in these woods?
Are there animals in these woods?
Have you ever
No.
seen any?
Oh no, Carl, have I seen any animals?
Occasionally, but they're usually birds or butterflies. No crawling things. It's really weird.
Occasionally. They're usually birds or butterflies.
And they usually fly pretty far to the south, and they avoid the mountain pass.
And then they fly to the south. They avoid the mountain pass.
Interesting. Well, I need to warn you right now. If we're in danger, I don't want you to be alarmed. I will transform into a bear.
That seems fun. How do you do that?
It's interesting. Really, if you really, I could explain on the walk back if you want. There's a long history in my family line, and
I would
you know.
like to know all about it.
Okay. Sure. Uh,
Taking notes, Carl.
Noted.
I take notes about everything.
She opens up this pad and paper and gets a little inkwell out from a pouch, sits down.
oh, are we like?
I thought we were walking.
Oh,
I
she's
thought-
taking notes.
I thought we were I wanted to explain it on the walk back,
Yeah.
but if you want to,
Talk. I can walk and write.
okay. So listen.
Looks really pretty.
Do you see this? Do you see this bear pelt right here?
Yes.
This is an ancient relic that has been passed down for generations and generations. This is the pelt of one of my great forefathers, one of the forefathers of my clan. And
Where do people's skin?
I'm sorry?
Isn't that like their skin though? If you can turn into a bear, so you're wearing your great grand ancestor's skin?
She got a point.
Well, no. You see, we are humans at heart, but we are chosen by the ancient pelts. Listen, it's a family thing. You have to,
Kind of weird, man.
Here, let me explain this to you on the walk back. It's a thing.
But listen, this
Let me
pelt,
explain. No time to explain.
the pelts choose us.
The pelts choose you.
You're telling me that your fur
Listen,
is magical.
before we get off on another tangent. First,
Carl,
it's
can you
pelt.
Detect magic on it. I want to do detect magic on the pelt.
Okay.
I was gonna explain it to
That would be an 18. 13.
Okay. The small child kind of just grabs the pelt and
Station flinches, shocked and
Ruth, it is indeed magical, but you also feel there's other magic in the area. Actually, you sense a lot of magic in the area. Actually, you feel that Kyo, the strange sorceress, is holding a staff that you think is also magical. And she's also carrying magical things in a pouch.
I have the
You're
pouch.
being
I have the pouch
No,
right now.
Or, oh, never mind. Station has the pouch now, so he has the magic.
I turn to whoever has the magical pouch and go like, you have magic stuff in there.
Station looks down at the pouch. looks at the young girl. It's Kevlin, right?
Yeah.
Looks at Kevlin with really wide eyes and says, "You need to try one of these berries." And he pulls one out and hands it to her.
I want to do a detect magic item on that. That would be a 19.
Okay. They are indeed magic berries.
What type of magic berries?
Oh, you're not really sure, but you feel like it's really familiar, but you don't remember what kind of magic it is.
Where did you
Stations.
get those magic berries?
Sorry?
Those are magic berries. Where did you find them?
They were a gift from a good friend. Here, try one.
Someone gave you I don't know if I want to try that.
Station
I don't
pops it in his mouth. He's like, "They're fine." And then pulls out another one.
Some of magic things you should not eat.
Well, these are great. Pops another one in his mouth.
Or would I know about Fey food?
No, you would not.
Okay.
You know very little on that subject. I
Station
think.
looks at Kyo and is like, "Do kids not like sweet treats anymore?"
I just don't trust people. Last time I trusted people was my dad, and he disappeared.
Well, it doesn't sound like that was his fault.
Wow.
Have you
He
ever
also
tried
took
looking for him?
and he never came back. Why would I look for him? I can't fight.
Do you want us
can't
to look
see
for
him.
him with you?
Well, yeah, I would like to find my dad. I think he's dead though, so.
Okay. Let's just get going.
All right. You guys, after a while, it's really dark by the time you get back. Hazor and Saul are just sitting at the end of the path, just nodding to each other.
Mm. Mm. I'm
Are
like,
these
no,
your
I'm like
friends?
taking my book and I'm like turning to
Yes.
a page and I'm like
Why
pointing
are they nodding
and then
at
like
each
nodding
other?
and then Hazor's nodding back like, yeah.
Mm,
Like I've been
mhm.
doing this for like the past hour and a half.
Your friends are strange.
Wait, they haven't seen us yet?
She's looking
Not
at
yet.
them.
They haven't seen her though.
No.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm a very tiny child.
Mm.
We approach them at their
Yeah.
camp.
So this one looks like a squirrel with a squaggle on top, and I think that is supposed to mean forgiveness.
Mm,
But
okay. Mm.
yeah, and then I flip to the next page.
Station, as they approach, clears his throat and he's just like, and he looks at the two party members, and then like looks back at Kevlin, and then looks at the two party members, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we found a little girl in the woods, and now she's with us."
Hazor like panics and scrambles up and grabs his axe and is like, "Get away from that girl! It's clearly a trick."
I step in between them. No, she's fine. She's fine. She's just a kid. She doesn't have any magic powers.
Yeah,
She's not magical.
her father was abducted or murdered or something, and so we figured we would help her out.
I get up off the ground and I walk towards Kevlin and I extend my hand like, hi, my name's Saul. Nice to meet you.
Hello. Why are you extending your hand to me? Usually, where I'm from, it's very strange. Usually you bow to each other as a greeting.
Well, you shake it.
I guess you're not from nobility. Okay.
Oh shoot, she's noble.
And I shake her hand.
Did you just say nobility?
Well, you look poor.
Well, are you not poor?
You're just a small child that we found in the forest.
That
Yeah.
doesn't mean my dad wasn't rich. You're just assuming I'm not rich because I was abandoned in a forest. That's kind of rude of you.
Well, I don't have to assume that you're weak and that we don't have to take you with us.
Okay, let's not antagonize the child.
I thought we were
started
great
it.
friends. We were really bonding, and then you had to go and insult me and
And
my
I
friends
took
here.
that personally.
She
I
started
don't
it. I'm
think she
pointing.
meant. I think she was just making an observation. We are in fact poor.
I mean, you're right.
You should go
Hazel,
on jobs. Give you guys some money.
Well, we were
we
going
tried
on a job.
we tried jobs and they didn't really work out for us.
Jobs really
We're
work.
not.
Jobs are not our thing.
We're kind of finding ourselves right now.
Oh, the woods are good for that.
They're good for finding ourselves.
Wait,
They protect you and it gives you time to train and stuff.
Ooh.
that's very wise for a 13-year-old young
I'm
girl.
very smart. I spent my whole life in a library.
I thought you spent your whole life in the woods.
Long.
No, I spent my whole life since my dad left me in the woods.
How long ago did your dad leave?
I don't know. Since we last left home.
When was that?
I don't know.
Where is home?
In the south.
Could you kind of elaborate?
In the island in the south.
The island in the south. Interesting.
I think she's from where Dante is from, or
Who?
sort of. Dante was the guy that we left.
He's the guy who.
The
Yeah,
bad man?
he's not a bad man.
He is a bad man, but like he's okay, sort of.
Then why are you traveling with him?
Cause he threatened to kill us. But then he wanted to be our friend.
To kill you. That does not seem very smart.
I agree.
Seishin looks down at his bulging arm in a claw formation, like trying to restrain himself.
It's a long
Explanation 100.
story.
I wouldn't give any defense because I am a small little girl, but I am very blunt.
Yeah.
We can
Very
tell.
gathered.
We can tell that.
It's far too long.
Can I roll argumentation, Carl?
Go for it.
What are you arguing?
You're about to find out. That's a 17, Carl.
Onto
Okay,
21.
you're going to do very well at whatever you're about to do.
Oh yeah.
Ruth, can you do argumentation as well? Oh, she
Yeah, I
can.
rolled a 21.
Oh! No. All right, we're about to have a nice, fun, heated argument.
I bet you're gonna lose.
Listen, Kevlin. We just met. There's no guarantee I can protect you if you make enemies within our party. I'm not going.
making enemies, I'm just making statements.
Listen, me and Saul here are pretty sensitive people. Okay.
If you're fighting, you should not be sensitive. You're going to die.
That's a good point. I have almost died many times on this
This
journey.
girl's just spitting facts.
That's what a 21
We
gets
should
you.
go into the woods and we should train. If you are soft, you will die. That is what I have learned. I watched my mother and father die.
You
So
watched?
tragic.
I thought you said he left.
Well, he left, and I'm assuming he died.
Okay.
He left my mom. Very tragic.
Do you know of places in the woods where we can stay?
Just stay anywhere. No bad people are allowed in.
No bad people.
Well, that's I'm assuming. I've never seen anyone but me in there, so.
I think it's something to be said that Kyo got forced out.
Well, Kia didn't
Okay,
take the
shut up.
path.
Look,
I'm
yeah.
just saying.
Shut up, man. I didn't get forced out.
The tree's vibe checked her.
Keo and I went into the forest, so obviously
Yeah.
me and Keo are fine. My friend Saul here, he's a very divine person, if I may. He saved my life once as I was drowning after a battle with a water troll, a sea
I've
troll.
saved many lives.
He
In mind, Ruth,
He's
you
a
have
good
no
man.
idea what the heck a sea troll is.
Yeah, I was like looking at my my skills. I'm like, do I even know what that is?
You have no idea what a sea troll is.
listen.
I go
I'll
to
explain. I'll explain on the walk there.
We'll explain what a water troll is.
A sea troll. Sorry. I don't remember things very well these days. I've hit my head a few times since the last time I thought about it, but yes, we will talk about it on the way in. We are all good people.
Okay, then you can come into the woods then.
Lead the way.
I lead them to my makeshift camp that I've been living at.
Okay. Ruth, you guys walk several hours down the path. It's probably like 8 at night right now. But it's very dark. You guys get to where the giant tree is. And then she starts walking back into the woods.
Backwards? The way we came?
No, like she walks into the tree line along the path.
Oh, okay.
Because you guys walked several hours. You got in front of the big tree that you met her, and she walks into the woods past the big tree.
Follow her.
Yeah, I follow as well.
Yeah.
Actually, has Hazor followed us? Like, is Hazor?
He reluctantly entered, and then now he's just like white knuckle gripping his axe the whole way.
Can I like
sweating?
Can I try to hold Hazor's hand to like relax him? Like, hey, buddy.
I don't know.
I just
You
growl
can
at him
certainly.
as he tries.
Can I roll like to... what would it be? I don't know, stealth.
Stealthily hold my hand.
He's trying to sleight of hand his.
Sleight of hands.
So, I guess
Do like the yawning thing where you like try to get your arm on my shoulder.
Wait, you rolled a
You're
nat
just,
one?
Like, way too big. Yeah, I rolled a nat one.
All right. Hazor, you kind of feel him try to reach, and Hazor just kind of smacks your hand.
I keep trying. He keeps smacking my hand. Like, hey, it's all right. It's all right.
Seijun looks back and gives him like a weird look, like, what are you guys doing?
All right, you guys start to walk into the woods, and after Kevlin steps in and one of you tries to step in, the vines kind of go to block you.
It's okay, Woods. They say they're good people.
The vines do not budge.
Oh, I guess they don't like you. Sorry. Are you sure you're good people?
What? Saul, what does it mean to be a good person?
No murdering, no adultery, no all of the other stuff that you could consider a sin.
She seems to be more versed in this than I.
Oh.
Have you not read any holy books at all? There's
am
lots
working
of
on it.
languages you could learn.
Well, Keo here murdered that one guy one time.
Oh
so there's
my
no way
god,
she's
not
gonna
this
do it.
again. Not this again. No, I didn't. Listen, we all
Okay,
killed
of all
here.
people, Hazor, you're the one saying that murdering people is bad. Okay.
That's my job. Okay.
What? But that doesn't.
Keo,
You murder people?
I'd like to point out
The
not
party
only
is
have I
falling
not killed
apart.
anyone, I have not done any damage to anyone. I've yet to do
I
damage.
forgot about that. He hasn't successfully made a combat roll yet.
Okay.
All right,
who's
Dice
healed
Addicts
this
Anonymous.
entire-
This is an official record count. We are 7 episodes in, and Saul has yet to land a hit.
For the record, though, who's healed everyone in this party?
For the record, though,
I feel like that
who
balances
jumped in
things
to
out.
save the life of Hazor, almost dying in the process?
I also jumped
That was
into
me.
that river.
Yeah, and I don't
Man.
I don't
also-
remember ever
and I
seeing
trapped
you
the
down there.
troll. I
Man.
trapped the troll.
These
This
are all
is some
good deeds, I think.
entertaining arguments here.
Okay, listen.
Can we just set up a camp right here for ourselves and like
No.
Use this tree as
That can be
firewood.
right outside the woods. I don't know how safe that will be, though.
guys, what should we do?
Can I
Can I,
try
like-
to exit the woods?
Yeah, when you try to exit the woods, the vines move to let you through.
Why don't you just hold them open like an elevator door?
Yeah.
I am. Do you see how tiny I am?
What's an elevator?
No.
What is that?
Can I get down on all fours and like try and crawl with her? Like,
Carl, Station sees a light bulb in his head. He looks around and he says, Kyo, let me see that ring that you put on before.
What ring?
Which one?
The one that put you in this scary dark sand place.
Can I roll planar lore on that?
You don't know that it would be a planar lore check just yet.
Station
You can
does.
try and but you can identify magic item using reliquarism, Ruth.
I will try to do that. This one has been rolling nicely.
Did you see my rolls earlier? Oh my god.
All right, Kyo, are you handing him the ring then, or are you trying to keep him from taking the ring?
I haven't taken it out yet. I don't
Okay,
have the
Ruth,
ring.
just keep your roll.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. Are you sure that's a good idea? Remember what happened last time? It's not like I can control where it goes.
Well, I've been interested in that ring since you put it on. I think I'm going to take this time to try to understand the secrets of this ring.
Your funeral. I give him the ring.
All right, Ruth. Now, if you want to interject to identify it, you
15.
can. Well, you have to try and get the ring first. It only works if you can analyze it.
I tried to grab the ring. Like, can I see it?
Station says, no.
Absolutely not.
But I was able to help you find all the other magic items. Can I please see it, please?
What do you mean?
What?
You only saw the one magic item.
Yeah, but you didn't know the berries were magical before, and I told you that.
I definitely knew the
No,
berries
we
are
knew
magical
they were
before.
magical.
Are you sure about that, though?
Yes, the
They were
very
guessed.
smart headmaster at the Bard College told us.
Can I see the ring, though? You know I can identify magic stuff. Maybe I can help you. Can I see it?
Do you promise not to put it on?
I promise not to put it on. I'll hand it back and tell you what it does.
Station, what do you think?
Station's holding the ring like
I'm
in
a
a
fan.
position so that he could slip it onto his finger if he wanted to. And he keeps his eyes on Kevlin and
Can you see-
very slowly inches it toward his finger. And he says,
Analyze it.
"You promise you're not going to put it on?"
I won't put it on. You can look at me. Unless I enter the woods. But I won't do that. That would be mean.
Station very slowly hands the ring over.
Blaine looks like he's having an existential
I'm
crisis
thinking
right
so
now.
hard right now on how to get into these woods.
All right.
I-
Kevlin, you kind of get the ring in your palm. All right. You said you rolled a 15.
Mm-hmm.
It is a magic ring, and you do feel you feel this ring takes you to another plane of existence. But you're not exactly sure which one that is, and you're not exactly sure how it works, or even if it's controllable. It could be random, for all you know. You just know it takes you to other places.
Can I roll planar lore now? Because they kind of described the plane that they went to. And I have the ring.
Yes. Based off of the description of the plane, you can make a roll. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm, 14.
Okay. Um, you think it is part of the place that your people call the ethereal curtain.
Ooh, this ring teleports you to the ethereal curtain. There you go.
What is that?
The what?
A different
Station
plane.
takes it back.
Teleports you to a different state of existence. You can move around in that plane. It changes your position where you are in the real world when you take it off.
Station looks at Kyo and is like,
I don't know if the magic trees will allow you in. They might be in the ethereal too. You never know.
it's
You could
worth
put
a
it on.
shot.
I wouldn't go into the deep ethereal. You could get killed.
Station looks at everyone. He's like,
Be
I
very
don't mess with
careful.
those rings.
I'll put it. I'll take it off if something crazy happens.
Oh, be careful. I warned you.
I I put my hands on Station's shoulders.
Actually, come here. I tie my rope around him and I tie it to a tree. There you go. You should be safe now.
Do you have knots? Knots skill?
I'm just doing a basic knot.
I still have. If you're trying to do it, you have to roll with minus, Ruth.
I've been rolling pretty good.
I trust you. This won't be the first time someone tied me to a rope and I fell off of it. So
What's my minus?
-5.
-5?
I'm gonna die, dude.
What?
15.
Dang.
She's
You just
rolling
got a
better.
nat 20?
I have good dice, man.
Can I have some?
Myself for
Can I
having
have
good
some
dice.
dice?
All right. Okay, that's for the tree. Now roll to tie it to Satan.
Oh
That's another nat
no.
20.
Huh?
That's another nat 20.
What the?
What?
You can actually look at it.
Obscene. All right. With absolute dumb luck, she ties what Kyo thinks is a half decent knot.
Which means Sation thinks it's the best knot of all time. Because he
Station's
thought.
got no clue whether this will work or not, but he's.
Also, the rope is real nice. It's silk.
Station's like, I wasn't really gonna do it, but I guess now I'm gonna do it.
I will tie you to the real plane, so if you get lost, you can come back.
That's very smart.
Thank you. I pride on myself on being smart.
Station looks at everyone, and then his eyes stop on Saul, and he gives him this really worried look, and then slips the ring on his finger.
All right. All of you see, like, him and some of the rope just gets sucked into, like, this weird purple flash.
I hope he doesn't
Say-
cut the rope.
Station, you just look around and all of the trees have roots. Like, you just look at roots covering the sides of the trail in this realm. You look off in the distance towards Sterling, and there's this weird light. It's on top of like a ridge towards where you came from, near where Sterling should be, you feel, if everything was flat. In the other direction, you see this hill that seems off in the distance, but it grows closer in your imagination. It's almost like you're zooming in on it. And there's like these stones of like purple and blue with like these red runes. And there's just whispers of these weird sounds and this swirling storm that's kind of circling above the stones on the hill.
Take it off.
Seishin looks like near to him, like where the entrance to the woods would have been, to see like
Mm-hmm.
what's there, like directly where that would be.
You kind of see like at where the gate would be, like
Like where we
2
could,
hours
like
back on the trail.
no, like where she's going into the tree line and it's not letting us through.
You see like this wall of roots.
Hmm.
You would imagine where this is where the vines are coming from to block you.
Right. Okay. Uh, I want to walk up and touch this wall of roots. See how like sturdy they are.
Kind of reach up and they kind of like grab onto your finger and try to pull you in.
All right, pull my hand away.
They try to pursue you, but they seemingly get stopped by something.
Hmm. Okay, I'll pull the ring off at this point.
All right. You guys see a purple flash about 100 feet away back towards the gate. And then Sation's there. Ruth, or Kevlin, you see your silk rope seems to have been stretched almost really thin.
You stretched my expensive silk rope. Disappointing.
Are you calling me fat?
No, I'm saying you traveled too far in the ethereal.
I'm sorry, I'm a novice at this stuff. I just started reading up about it. I'll come
What did you
closer.
see?
I'll come closer. I can't hear you from over here.
That is fair, you're 100 feet away.
So this is my first time being near this tree, this big tree. Can I do like an investigation check as well?
You can.
Okay. That's a 19.
What do you do to investigate, just so I know?
I'd like to see if there are any physical markings on the tree, around the tree. Yeah,
No markings.
no markings.
Just a really big, large tree. Do you touch it?
Yeah, I'd like to touch it.
All right. When you kind of touch it, you kind of hear this voice. No, 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 no.
I remove my hand. Something told me no when I touched the tree. So
Something.
that could either mean a couple of things. One, uh, that was the tree, and it does not like me, which could be very possible considering that it won't let me in. Two, that could be my own thoughts, although I find that highly unlikely. Or three, it could have been I've been having some of these uh, people speak to me sometimes that kind of help me out, and I can only really describe it as like divine, uh, almost intervention, and that could also be one part of it. So that would be probably the worst of the three, considering if they don't want me to be in here, then I might want to get out. But
I want to go up to the tree and touch it as well and kind of think at it. What do you mean, no?
hey, that's a good idea.
I do that.
You kind of reach up to it. It's very quiet.
I touch it. I put my hand on it.
Still very quiet.
Uh,
Um,
Seishin walks up to the tree, like line himself up, and then slips on the ring to observe the tree itself in the other plane.
Okay. You guys see another purple flash.
He's not tethered.
All right. Station, You
Oh,
see in
he is.
this,
My rope is still there.
you kind of look at the stone tree, and it's like rock solid. Like everything else is kind of wavy. It doesn't move.
Like in this
It's
other
almost like,
plane, everything's like,
yeah, it's
but
like
it's still
weird
it.
and wavy. But this stays solid.
Okay. I want to touch the tree
It's
in this plane.
very dark. Even you kind of touch and you feel this chill shiver down your spine. You kind of feel this rotting sensation.
Oh. Okay. I let go of the tree. Can I like roll to understand what that means?
Sure. Here, let me pull up. Let me see what kind of check that would
Like, I
be.
mean, could I just use planar lore or something?
It would likely be. Check your philosophy stuff. We'll see.
Philosophy? Okay.
Mhm.
That's an 8.
Okay.
Station memory.
You have no idea what this means. But you feel it's very strange. But you are somewhat magically aware, and you feel as if perhaps this thing is magical, but it's not anymore. It's almost like the light flickered out a while ago.
Okay. Station slips off the ring.
Hmm.
All right. Sweet. Wait. Okay. You guys see a purple flash, and he appears on the other side of you guys next to the tree.
On the other side?
Uh,
Yeah. Like you guys were huddled. Here's the tree. He was here. Boom. Now he's here.
um, guys, I think this tree is dying.
That's sad.
And it was a very magical tree, I believe. But now it seems to be dying.
Oh, maybe that's why my healing didn't. Because I have to take it. Well, I'm sorry. I have to take from things that are alive.
You take their life force and turn it into healing.
Yeah, something like that.
That's interesting. I'm noting that down.
Perhaps the energy is just being transferred through you as a conduit.
Do you think you can use other natural sources that can heal the tree?
Carl, is there anything? I mean, like, no.
What are you trying to do?
Is there anything natural that is not the tree or its vine/roots?
I mean, there's a whole bunch of other trees.
Okay.
There's people.
I'm not doing that. I'm not strong enough. Okay, maybe if I could try and take the energy from one of the trees and transfer it back into this tree. I don't think I've ever done something like this before, but
See, training.
this could really hurt me. This is not just training.
Training is supposed to make you stronger. Sometimes it hurts.
Okay. Kyo, roll.
Okay, I really need a good one.
What's your goal for this spell? Are you trying to heal the tree, or are you
Yes.
just trying to transfer life force from the other tree? What's the main goal?
Heal the tree. Nat 20.
Woo!
Eh.
All right. You feel a very strong resistance from the other tree. The tree really does not want to give. But you do wrestle some hit points. Roll 2d6.
Wish you would have used this
A
on me
1.
earlier.
That's a 1 and a 5.
Okay. Cool. What did I just roll? I rolled a d6.
Did you roll a 6?
No. I'll give you one more chance. Even or odd?
Odd.
Okay. You take 1 point of damage,
Okay.
and you kind of see a little bit of color grow back into the tree, but it very quickly fades away.
Mm.
Sation,
And the
don't
other tree
think-
kind of withers a little bit.
I don't think the forest wants us to heal this tree.
Mm.
Station, did you say that this tree felt like it was evil in any way, or just that it was rotting?
It just felt like it was devoid of a life it once had. That's the best way I can describe it.
Okay.
The reason behind that, I do not know.
I suppose can I put my hand back on the tree?
Yeah.
I- is it just as loud for me saying no?
You kind of touch it, and it goes, "The tree is dead. The rot is here."
The tree is dead. The rock is here. Is that what you said?
The rot is here?
The rot.
The rot. I see. I'm sorry. Uh. So, guys, this tree is no more. It's completely gone. It's just rotting, or the rot is here apparently. Um, that's what the tree told me.
The tree
So-
speaks to you.
I think so. You know,
You have tree speaking abilities.
I don't. Not that I know of. I mean, it's
Well,
not
you
on the face
clearly
of the
do
earth.
if you spoke to the tree.
I have a lot of things speak to me sometimes.
Blaine, do you still have the hand on the tree?
Sure.
The gate is open. The way is clear.
Oh. Apparently, the gate is open and the way is clear.
Does that mean you can go into the forest? Try to walk into the forest.
Yeah, I'll try to walk into the forest where she is at.
It does not permit you to walk into the forest.
Does it allow me to walk into it still?
Hmm?
It still allows me
Yeah,
to walk
it still lets you walk.
The gate
Maybe-
is open.
Range.
Did he take it? I'm assuming he took his hand off of it.
Yes,
Can you put your hand back on?
sure. I do that.
I try to walk through it.
You are not permitted to walk either.
Sation wants to run an experiment. Hey, Saul.
Yeah.
I want to run an experiment by you.
Okay.
I don't want you to be afraid, so that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm not just going to do this.
You're not asking. You're just going.
No. That's why I'm asking. That's
Oh.
why I'm not just going to do this to you without asking. Would it be okay if I gave you a big bear hug and put on this ring to see if we both went in together?
I think you're too obsessed with this ring, quite honestly. I don't know if that is gonna have
Listen,
the effect. Yeah.
perhaps the tree on a different plane could tell you different things.
Potentially. I don't see why not.
I don't know if 2 people can fit in one ring.
That's a good point.
I think it only transports 1 person.
I'm testing this. That's why we're running an experiment.
Let's try it.
All right, Station gives Saul a big bear hug.
I would recommend this.
Gives him a big bear hug. Is
Why-
secretly
why-
is secretly actually quite happy that he's giving Saul a big bear hug right now.
Can you tie him up before you go in?
And then he
He's
slips
a
on the
weapon.
ring before they can make him do anything.
All right. He slips through. Purple Flash, Saul, you do not. You drop to the ground, but the part of the cloak that he was grabbing on got torn off. You now, your upper back is completely exposed.
Mine?
Yes.
Station starts screaming, "I killed him! He's gone! What have I done?" He slips off the ring, and he's like distraught.
All right. You guys see Station reappear a couple feet away.
On the verge of tears.
He's like facing the opposite.
Station falls to his knees and starts crying. Why?
I walk up behind him like, hey, what you crying about?
He hugs his legs like, oh, thank God. I thought you were dead, Saul. I thought I killed you.
Oh no.
The only friend I've ever had.
Well, you know.
Okay, so
we're-
the hugging
We
didn't.
were friends.
Saul?
Yeah.
Did you say something to Station?
I said, aren't we friends? You said we were friends earlier. Are you taking back your friendship? That's kind of rude, you know.
I thought I killed Saul.
I told you it would be dangerous. Maybe you should listen to me.
You know what? I think this girl is right. What do you think we should do to get into the woods?
I don't know, maybe ask what the gate is. Try talking to the tree. Ask what the gate is.
Yeah, tree talker, Saul.
Alright.
Trying to tell
I
you
put my
something.
hand-
Maybe you can
I
communicate back.
Instead of just putting one hand, I squish my whole body up against the tree, as much contact as I can possibly get. I'm basically like hugging this tree like as much as I can.
It's a very large tree.
Yeah, okay, so it's like this, and I'm like,
Shoulder muscles exposed.
yeah,
All right. He kind of hugs. Observation check for everyone except for Saul.
oh no.
Uh-oh, is he gonna disappear? Is he gonna die?
I got a 4.
18.
2.
Okay.
13.
Anyone higher than a 6
Oh my god, man.
notices that Saul starts to get like the bark is slowly chipping and clamping onto his arms.
I don't know if that's supposed to happen.
And I'm just not seeing this happen.
Yeah, me and Stationer's chatting
Well,
away.
it's very slow,
Hey, you
I'm
two.
but you
Like-
kind of see the bark moving around him.
So
Guys, your friend's being eaten by a tree.
I run up
So
and try to
you-
pull him away.
You hear the gate is open. We are free. We can dance and full of glee.
Oh.
Where's the
no.
gate?
What a
The
brave
gate
man.
is here. The gate is now. You're the key.
I like try to pull myself away.
I
as
try to
quickly as
grab.
possible.
I'm running up and trying to grab Saul.
You two, the strong
Right.
people. He's being eaten by a tree. Come help you, oblivious idiot.
Station hears
Oh.
oblivious
Grab my
idiots, and he turns, and he's like, oh no!
I got
He's
a
being eaten by a tree. Don't you see?
I got a 16. I
For
don't know.
what are we rolling for?
16 for what?
I'm trying to grab Saul and pull him away.
Okay.
I don't want to be used as
Sorry,
a
but the
vessel.
tree matches that and pulls back.
Damn it.
You two strong people, come on, help.
Station in
I'm
quick
still like pulling him.
Station in quick thinking, transforms to bear mode.
How is that then?
Okay. Kevlin, you see just Sation rip through and he turns into like this bear. Not much bigger than the human version of Sation, but he's a bear now.
That's not disturbing at all.
And I'm going to use my speed. How far away from the tree am I now? Like maybe 10 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use my speed to get to the tree right now. And I want to try to claw at the bark that's trying to encapsulate him.
You just it withstands all of your hits.
Oh my god.
It
Can
is
Am I?
very
like,
stone-like.
Do I have any say in any of this? Like, can I try and pull myself away as well?
Dude, your whole
You
body.
can attempt.
You're spread out, dude. There's no way you can get out of this. It's got you in all.
You can attempt, but you're at disadvantage.
All your appendages are encapsulated with
You're gonna
What?
tree
make
bark.
I'm at
Tree.
disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah. Pay in mind,
I.
I rolled quite well for its
Oh
strength check.
no.
Oh, Carl,
strength check?
no.
Okay. That's.
You guys might want to pull him quicker. Like
I can't.
I rolled
already,
dice.
That is a 9.
No way.
All right. Yeah. You definitely ain't getting out with that roll, home skillet.
Can I cast?
I'm a weak child, so I don't know how well that would work. But
Can I cast entangle and try to like wrangle him? You know what I
You
mean?
can. That could possibly work.
Okay.
Azor, please help me.
I step back from him and I like slam my staff on the ground, hold out my hands, start mumbling. I got 18 plus 4, 22.
All right. Do you say anything, or do you do
One.
anything for the ritual?
I'm mumbling under my breath.
What are you mumbling?
Just sort of random stuff that I heard. Oh wait, no.
Cool.
Oh wait, no, I'm not mumbling. I'm sorry, because my magic is nonverbal. So no, I'm just
Correct. Your magic is nonverbal.
Yeah.
Is there anything you're thinking in your head?
I'm just like kind of visualizing like vines trying to pull him back. Like I'm trying to visualize what I'm trying to achieve.
You see some vines kind of go up, but once they get to the tree, they kind of move around to avoid the tree. It's almost as the
That's
vines
never
don't
happened.
want to touch it.
That's never
Sation,
happened before.
Sation,
Put my skin on
seeing
the
his
tree.
one true friend he knows being sucked into a tree, he clutches at the pelt on his body, and I'm gonna cast Ancestral Plea. See if they can help me understand what's going on here.
Roll.
It's just a strength check. Please just pull me out.
I don't have
Still
it.
trying to analyze this abstractly. What does this mean? So,
Ancestors.
I mean, I can try a strength, but I don't think it's gonna go very
All
far.
right.
I rolled a 9, Carl.
Dang. Does anyone have any remaining luck points that they want to give this man?
Can I use a Providence point to get out of here?
You can give a Providence point to Sation.
Can I give a Providence point? Yeah, to Sation to pull me out.
Okay. Sation, you kind of feel this overwhelming strength overcome you.
Mm-hmm.
And without even thinking, you just kind of grab Saul and yank him out. You're not even sure where this power came
With
from,
one
'cause
hand,
definitely,
just pull him.
it wasn't the pelt. Blaine, you're going to take, how many hit points do you have?
I have 15.
Okay, I won't feel bad. You're going to take 3 damage. Some of your skin gets ripped off as the bark was starting to try and burrow into you. You kind of fall on the ground.
Let's
Okay.
knock into that tree.
And as you get yanked away, Saul, you kind of hear, No, the key is gone. The key is gone. The key is gone.
I think even though I'm in a lot of pain, I get up and I start running for the exit.
He's horrified. Guys, I'm starting to think that this rot stuff is a big deal.
Yeah,
I think
Saul's just gone. The rest of
I'm
y'all are
fine.
discussing it.
Yeah.
I wonder what this feels. Saul's hell no.
rightfully so.
Yeah, can I roll occultism on that?
Ruth, you are not entirely sure what this is, but you know that it's weird. Because you haven't gathered any information from Saul as to what the heck happened.
Well, it was pulling on him.
Indeed, it was.
But we couldn't hear what they were saying, right?
Correct. You guys have no idea that it said anything at all.
I'm gonna run after Saul because I was distraught and divine intervention made me save my friend, so I'm gonna run after him. Comfort him a little bit.
I think we're running out of the woods.
We were never in the woods. We were outside.
Or yep.
Yeah.
Running towards where Saul is, back to our camp.
I suppose Sation's the only one that can catch me, because
I have endurance and speed.
yeah, he's the only one that's actually boosted that, from what I know.
Man.
I have one speed in my running stat.
Oh, never mind.
Isn't our camp like 2 hours from the tree, though?
No, yeah, I don't have any endurance at all.
It's like several.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
to the gate. It's probably about 9 p.m. Or actually, no. Yeah, it's probably about 9 p.m.
I catch
Where
up
you're
to
at.
Saul. I catch up to Saul, and I say, "What happened? Are you okay?"
like, blood is literally pouring down. Just got peeled off. I'm okay. No, that tree was evil.
Evil.
Yes, we
How?
need to get out of here. The tree. Okay. This is hard to explain.
Okay.
But do you remember when I told you about my vision when I first was getting in contact with
The dream you had.
Yes.
In the tent. Yes, I remember.
Yes. And there was this all-powerful guy that is the one, and then there was this evil that I was surrounded in.
Yeah.
This evil wanted me to come there, and that was kind of the same feeling that I was getting. They called me the key.
The key.
I was the key, and whenever I got ripped out, they said the key is gone. We need to get away from that tree, or I suppose I just need to get away from that tree.
Okay, Carl, can I roll occultism cursed item or something on this?
Yes, you can. You can.
That is an 18.
You feel that the tree is possibly either it is an evil tree, but more likely it is something. The tree is something that is keeping something else that's evil inside the tree.
Oh.
And they need something to let them out.
Oh. I call back to the party. They're following us, right? Like they're like running behind us.
Yeah. Well, I would assume.
I'm just like, guys, we need to get out of here ASAP. We need to get out of here stat.
Oh, so there's something evil in the tree.
That tree is protecting the rest of the forest or something from something in there.
I'd just like to say we caught up all the way while Sation kept up with me while I was running, and then he was like, "All right, turn back around." I kept on running like I never stopped.
Yeah, we need to get out of here. This is not a safe area.
Okay, well, it's late at night, So why don't we make camp outside the woods, and in the morning we can head north like we planned.
Okay.
Kevlin, I understand if you want to stay here.
Nah, if that's evil, then I probably should not stay near evil stuff. Could corrupt you.
Yeah,
point.
that very wise.
Thank you. You too, you were very strong back there.
Thank you.
Plus for you.
Right. So as you're running, you all of a sudden like get hit in the face with this bright beam of light. Bear in mind, the rest of the party does
We
not
left him.
necessarily
We
see.
left him to die again.
And you hear the deep bellowing voice from the first vision, and it says, "What are you doing, child?"
What am I doing? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm just scared. I just got part of my face ripped off.
The voice goes, "Do you not have faith?"
Well,
Was it not divine providence that you were ripped from that tree?
I suppose. But
Do you believe that I am weaker than the tree?
no.
Then believe that I can handle you and the situation that you are currently in. I would like you to turn back and help the tree.
As you command. And I stop running, catch my breath, and I start heading back.
I'm assuming those of us who are running behind would see.
He just slowly
him.
turns around.
You guys didn't see the bright beam of light?
Well, no, but we
You
saw
see him. Yeah. Just stop.
us. So, you okay?
So I don't answer anyone. I am in like a complete state of focus right now. Like I look like I have more courage than you've ever seen Saul the drunkard have ever. And I just start slowly walking back towards the tree.
He
And
watched. As he watched through you guys, you notice that the cuts on his face, there's still blood on his face, but the cuts have sealed up.
I didn't do
Heal
that.
herself.
He kind of just slowly walks through you and up to the tree.
Satian's jaw literally
Um,
drops. His bare form jaw just.
I'm
All right,
watching from a
so-
distance.
What do you do once you get to the tree?
what do I do? So I say I look like I have a lot of courage, but on the inside, I'm actually like thinking really, really hard about how I need to do this. Like I understand that I just need to have faith and that it will always work out. But I need to somehow also drive this evil force from the tree. And so what I think I do is I place my hand back on the tree and I say something along the lines of like uh the one help give me strength to uh repel this evil.
So you kind of do that. You kind of hear the voice of Sam come back to memory. It's not what you do. It's what something else does. And you feel like all of a sudden really empowered. You just touch the tree, and this golden light kind of dances along your fingertips. And you see the tree slowly twist and turn. You see the life coming back from the roots. What are the rest of you doing? Did you follow him back to the tree?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was watching him.
I'm
Okay, you
watching.
see the same really freaky episode going down. And the tree slowly twists and turns, and it's no longer stone-like. It actually looks like a legitimate tree. For about 5 to 10 minutes this happens, till eventually the leaves start growing back at the edges of the branches. And then Saul, at the end of this, exhausted, looks at all of you and goes, "It is done." And he collapses and falls asleep.
Sation.
And that is where we will end it this session.
I was just gonna add, Sation falls to his knees, converts back to human form, and just starts sobbing because it's so beautiful. It just happened before his eyes.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching this week of Dice Addicts Anonymous. We hope to see you guys next week. Stay tuned. What happened to Saul? What did he just do? Will they figure out what is wrong with this forest? What was this tree containing? Are there more? Find out next week on Dice Addicts Anonymous, and good night.